It was 2021 when I heard of a project which could change my life overnight. All I have to do was to over-deliver to the beats that were sent to me. And these beats were made by TARI and the Pioneers. And just for I know the Pioneers, I was like, okay, when Pines is so down to that he really believes that this could function and he thinks about me as lead singer for that songs, I have to double down. So I sit there day and night and think about that 4 beats I had on my table to make them work in the Billboard charts. As crazy as that sounds, just to know that Pines believed in this project gave me enough fuel to sit down the whole night and finish that songs. TARI said that Skyfall could be a song, could be played on the radio and just, hit the 100 overnight. And to hear that from somebody who worked for Usher back then was such an honor. And it really made me believe too that this could function. But the truth is that when you tell this story to people, you get judged for that. And you just feel when you tell to your friends and people around you, you feel weird to tell that failing is always a step closer to success. It sounds weird, but it is. Like, look at sports people, how often they fail till they succeed, and to people trying to build a business for over years, and then one day they just be on the right time, on the right place, and just, live their dreams and make their hobby their job. And as every musician, I just want that too, for sure. But my main goal with my music is to heal people. And I have a handful of people where I succeed to make that. And so it's fortune, as I thought, okay, it's Christmas time, and what I can give my people as present this year, because every year on Christmas time I just have some ideas and bring them out. And the last year was a Christmas EP with typical kind of Christmas songs in a Pi.A manner. So you just have that kind of melancholy vibe which lays on Christmas. Sorry, nobody has a perfect family, or some of us don't want to sit with their family on the table, and it's like a SOS for Christmas. And this year I thought, why don't I give the people one of my heartbreaks as present, one of my fails actually, to show my vulnerable side and to show what I have to carry as a musician on my shoulders, and that these 4 songs were never heard by people. Just the story about that songs. Only saying it could be played by the Kardashians, or to say it could be played as an anthem on the Olympic Games, or to say the songs were created for the Billboard charts by somebody working for the fame people, make my environment laugh about me.
You give your life away and I laugh about that. 3 albums in a row, can you laugh about that?
It was a possibility I want to grab, and I grab it. What matters for me was to use that opportunity. And that's why I make a song every week with music video. I master that shit. And whatever I do for that songs, to be on time. To be on time for depressed people, to be on time for vulnerable people, for melancholy ones, for people suffering from mental illnesses, for people suffering in general from life heartbreaks, and to be an example of how far you can come when you just believe in yourself and when you find a way to understand yourself. And these 4 songs, which are made by TARI and Pioneers and vocally and lyrically from me, are 4 songs matter the world to me, because I know when I listen to that songs, even in the demo version, I knew back then that the songs could really make it. you know, that they have that quality to be played on the radio. And I always wanted to reach that quality. And now, 2 years later, being able to master all that stuff by myself, I'm looking back to what I accomplished and just wanted to put that songs out to give myself a present this year, to say I'm very proud of, to be able to make. And this is a huge success for me. And it doesn't matter if we made it or not, to make these songs fame. What matters more is that the right people are listening, and that the right people take the songs to get energy out of that, and to learn, you know, to don't be scared to make public, or to bring into public what fails they carry on their shoulders. Don't be scared to stand up for yourself, because when these songs are good enough for me, why shouldn't they be good enough for you, for my Cloudfighters? My Cloudfighters understand the sense of life, and my Cloudfighters are people who deserve to see a success story and overcome every fear of mine, just to be an example of how depressed and melancholy people, how strong we can be, and how much light we have to share with that world. And this me is somebody I have to learn to love, you know, but inside I never was strong, and I get strong out of surviving. And this survival made me able to make that songs. And for me, is every song a success. I am who I am, I do what I do. And whoever likes that, I'm cool. Whoever hates that, fuck you. Gently fuck you. Because you're speaking to someone being through so much. Why should I care about your opinion? So we're living in a world where everybody wants to be interesting, you know? Interesting in a world where nobody really is interesting. So we have unique personalities, but when we stop to show that unique personalities, we get social media platforms like Instagram. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm on platforms in the internet to search for people, or to attract people needing help, and to help them. That's what I want to do. I want to help people overcome their mental fears and their mental, you know, dysfunctions, to function again, and maybe to function better than before. That's what I want to do. I'm not interested to listen to your latest songs. Mic drop. I'm really not interested in that. What I like are people who are interested in interaction. Because when I'm on the street talking to a stranger, the stranger answers me. When I say hi, the other says hi. Can I help you? And a conversation starts, you know? And comments are the perfect way to start a conversation, or to share your opinion. But clicking on a like button, let's make that real. So I see now a video of 𝗕𝗵𝗲 like this. Wow. That gives me so much fuel for my life, damn it. I have an hourglass in front of me, just like everybody else on that fucking earth, and that sand is running through that hourglass. And I'm wasting my lifetime with doing this, you know, or that. What's that? Get social, you know, that these platforms are calling social media. The most kind of things I hate, which I get daily, is like, hey, I have a new song out, can you listen? So first of all, thank you that you really appreciate my skills to make me listen, okay? And then I skip in like 10 seconds and I know exactly that I hate that song, because the way it gets to me is too obvious. So when I'm listening to a song of somebody else, it has to get my attention first by being ultra highly creative, and second by being unique, and third by being meaningful and deep. I love deep talk and I hate small talk and bullshit talk and sex lyrics and whatever. I just don't like that kind of shit. So please stop spamming me with kind of things. Or what I had lately was a guy saying, hey, we talked on that stream, whatever, which I never remembered that we talked. And he said, hey, I just want to make music, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, have fun. So keep on going. What the fuck else should I say? And then that guy spammed me with all his albums and whatever. And I said, hey, excuse me, my time is very, very, very expensive because I don't have time actually. And when I take my time, I want to have a real conversation. And I mostly do that with my Cloudfighters. And he said, oh, okay, I thought it was for money to go on your website. And I was like, no, it's for free. And I thought in my brain, idiot, if you were ever on my website, you would see that it's totally for free. Like everything I do, everything what I do is for free, to have everything in an easy access to get help, you know, help shouldn't be monetized. So, and that guy wrote me, oh, I just subscribed to your newsletter. And I was like, that guy is no Cloudfighter. He just wants to whatever get attention. And you know how the story ends? He never put out a new song. He's just making shorts on Instagram and trying to say something. You know, that kind of people I hate so fucking much. You want to do something, then do it. Don't talk about that you want to do it. Do it. You know, do it. Just do it. Simply as it is. I'm interested in the only real thing you can want from a stranger, a conversation, to hear his mind, his opinion, to start to talk about a topic and know each other better, to break the ice and don't be strangers anymore. That's what I'm interested. And that's the only reason for me to share my TARI EP. And everybody around us, our family, friends, whatever, were so fucking hyped to hear the end of the story. Everybody waited for the fame overnight for us. And the story ended with nothing, you know, nothing happened. I use Christmas to make my fail public and to end that story with a happy end for Pi.A and me. And that's the reason why the TARI EP is out now for free, available on every platform, including Skyfall, Beat of My Heart, Pisces and Virgos, and Voice of Change. 4 songs being made for the Billboard charts, now available for free everywhere. I just make that public for myself and to be an example for my Cloudfighters. Don't be ashamed of any fail you experience on your self-healing journey, because there's nothing to be ashamed about. It doesn't matter how often you hit the ground, as long as you learn to stand up and back to your feet and continue to walk and focus on what you want to accomplish. And that's real success.